Welcome to Frack Daddy Barbecue.
This video is going to be a little bit different because I'm going to be showing Frack Daddy here how to make my spinach artichoke dip. So let's get started.
Yay!
Alright, so in this bowl we have one package of 8-ounce cream cheese. We have a package of frozen spinach, which is what, 10 ounces?
10 ounces, yes.
Yes. And then right now, I'm having him finish cutting the artichoke hearts. We just buy, let me see, these canned artichoke hearts. These are whole artichoke hearts. And what I like to do, and I found the simplest way to do it, is to use scissors. I used to use a knife, and simple is always better, right? So go ahead and cut those in there. You can do whatever size you prefer. I kind of like it small to medium, but if there's really no right or wrong, it's to your preference. So he's gonna do that. And also they have little stems on them. If they're really hard, I don't add that because I've done that before, not knowing or realizing, and they got really like stringy in there, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes I have this nasty string, and that beeping reminds me that we have our oven preheating at 350. We use cast iron for this, and we have it in there heating up with the oven. So let's let him finish that, and then we'll be back. Okay, so he cut those up so perfectly, might I add, like a professional.
Mad scissor skills.
Oh my gosh. So just kind of stir it up at first. I'll let you do that. This is your rodeo.
This is your recipe. So.
I know, and I always make this. He has never made it before. It's kind of my signature dish. I always make it for family events or...
Her family loves it.
Oh, and whenever we went to Houston, we put this in a bread bowl.
Gotta give a shout out to the McShans, James and Alex McShan,
Yes.
for always inviting us up to their beautiful house at Lake Conroe.
And we always, you know, we're those type of guests where we want to make something. So we always end up kind of making this dip, put it in the bread bowl, and it was delicious.
That was before we went on a strict diet. So here it is. Like, is this mixed up enough for you?
Yeah, because we're going to keep stirring. So
okay.
Next, you're going to add 1/3 cup of mayonnaise.
What kind of mayonnaise do you like to use?
We use Hellmann's, but if you want to use...
Can you use Miracle Whip in this recipe?
I definitely would not.
Okay.
Because mayonnaise is better.
So what else do we got to add?
Then here we have 2/3 cup of sour cream. Daisies, a dollop of daisy. Oh no, you broke the bowl. The Hulk is here with us.
That's right.
Ah, you're splattering me.
Mad crushing skills.
And then here I kind of just stir it again. Each time I just want to incorporate it. That way it doesn't get too hard. I'll hold that for you.
Okay.
And just give that a good stir.
Nice and creamy.
Yeah, and that's what I love about this. And it might seem too creamy, but as it bakes, it will come out perfect.
How's that?
Perfect. Just like you.
Oh, stop it.
I wish y'all could have seen that face he made. So this is my little twist on it, is minced garlic. We love garlic. Like, garlic is the best.
How much would you say?
That right there was a, what is this? A half a tablespoon?
Yes.
Yeah, I used a half a tablespoon in there, and it looks like a lot, and maybe to some it is. So if you don't like garlic, you can put a little more. If you like garlic more than we do, then add a little more. Did I already say that?
Yeah, I think what she meant to say
Add
was
less.
if you're not big into garlic flavor, you can take some out, because I'm going to jump the gun a little bit. We've also got garlic powder here that we're going to add into it. So you may want to add a little bit less minced garlic is what she's trying to say.
Yes.
So how much minced...
I'm new here, so...
So how much garlic powder do we have here?
That right there is also a half a tablespoon.
Does this go in now or
Yep,
later?
it goes in now. And that's just garlic granules. We normally use powder, but we're out.
This is actually better.
Yeah, it has more garlicky flavor. So kind of mix that together. And then we'll bring y'all right back. Okay, that that is all nice and stirred. So now I do a tiny pinch of salt. You don't want too much salt because of all the ingredients already in there. So just a tiny, tiny bit, or you can omit this if you prefer.
Okay, there you go.
And then I do a pinch of pepper, maybe 2 pinches.
Yep. Got some pepper right here in our bowl.
Good job.
Okay.
And then the last ingredient that goes in here is smoked paprika. You have to have it. I made it without it, was not as good. And I just kind of do a sprinkle. Normally we have it in a little jar. This is a bag, so we can just stick with the half a tablespoon. You don't probably need a whole half, but just enough. It gives it a beautiful color too, so that helps.
Adds a little spice to it too. Not a lot, just kind of a, this is actually a sweet smoked Spanish paprika. So it has a little sweet, a little heat, just like me.
So embarrassing.
Give it a stir.
Yep, give it a stir. And then you can go ahead and get that cast iron out. You know what this feels like? Those people on the news that go and they teach the news anchor how to cook.
Oh yeah.
That's
We're teaching y'all.
And I'm teaching you. And now you can start making this. Then there's not going to be a job for me anymore. No need for me. That's whenever you're supposed to say, there's always a need for you.
I'm sorry, there's always a need for her. Where would I be? The dishes would be dirty, the house would be a mess. So she does a lot for us, so I'm just joking around about that part. She contributes a lot.
Yep.
So let's get this cast iron out of the oven.
Yep.
Make sure you use a pot holder.
You do not want to burn yourself.
I've done that plenty of times, y'all.
And if you haven't already watched his cast iron video, let's try to get you over here and see this, then I recommend to go watch it because look how beautiful and shiny it is. If you don't have a well-seasoned cast iron, then definitely put some oil or something in there because you don't want this to stick. But with the way his is seasoned, it's always perfect. You can also use a baking dish like a Pyrex. I've done that before.
Oh, yeah.
At my mom and dad's house and at my sister's house and her husband. So it turned out fine, but it just tastes better in cast iron. I don't know why, but it definitely does.
You know, a lot of people don't realize this though, but with cast iron, you get iron, which you need iron for your blood. And they say people that use cast iron, their blood is generally a lot better and a lot darker red, and that comes from the iron.
Yeah.
And I will say this, using your new non-stick, you know, bakeware and cookware you have, you don't know what kind of chemicals that they're putting into your pan. And you're putting your food in there and you're eating that and you're absorbing it through your body. This right here is all natural. The pioneers used it, their whole family used it, and this is something you can pass down to your family.
So, get it in.
Sorry, had an opportunity to teach something.
Yeah, next time teach while you're putting it in. You don't want to lose your heat. Not that you would cast iron, but let's keep it moving, Frack Daddy.
Sorry, I'm like kind of a squirrel. My mind's always moving and...
I wish y'all could watch some behind the scenes whenever we make our videos. I'm constantly making faces at him and I'm like rolling my eyes. I'm like, come on, buddy.
All right,
he does
y'all.
so good.
So
no, he's gonna cut me off.
That's right. That's what a man does. So, as you can see, just kidding.
I know. Oh,
your cast iron is really hot, and so the edges of it are bubbling. And so if you were to put this in cold, it would actually take longer for your dish to bake. So now, how long are we gonna cook this for?
We are gonna cook this for at least 30 minutes. I check on it. I know, I'm far away. I normally check on it after 30 minutes. You want it to look dark and bubbly and delicious. So kind of do that. And our last thing we're gonna do is add, it's incredible on the top. Again, it's more of a garlicky flavor.
There's garlic, there's parsley, a lot of herbs, but it's very low sodium, and there's absolutely no sugar. So this is something that y'all could also use for your keto diets. This goes perfect on chicken, vegetables, eggs.
Well, while he's chatting, I'm gonna do my part and just sprinkle a little bit on the top. Not a lot, just enough to give it that flavor. So now it goes in the oven for 30 minutes and we will check on it. Edit. I'm laughing so hard. I forgot to tell him to add the cheese.
Blooper!
I'm the worst teacher.
Yeah, you are.
So you have to use, it says 2 cups on the recipe, but this is 1.5. I always use it. It's no big deal. So let me show you what he's doing. Okay, just stir it in.
No need to take it out of your pan. I mean,
this is so funny.
Everybody makes mistakes while you're cooking. So this is actually a first for her. She has never done this, but
well, it's harder than it looks to make these videos.
I
got distracted with his beauty and forgot about the cheese, but a good sous chef would have noticed the bag of cheese sitting next to him.
I thought it was for decoration.
Well, we didn't even decorate it.
For our bellies.
So, thank you, Frack Daddy, for saving the day.
You're welcome. That's what I'm good for.
Okay, so back in the oven, 30 minutes. Okay, so their oven is on 350. Let's use our mussels over here. That's you.
Get a good workout doing this too.
There you go.
So here we go. We're gonna stick it in this nice warm oven, and we'll see you in a half hour.
So it's been 30 minutes, and look how perfect this looks. Can't even tell we forgot to add the cheese at first. That's just a secret between me, you, and them. Okay, so now comes the hard part. Waiting for it to cool down.
Very hard.
It is. It smells so good. And it looks so good. But you have to give it the full potential that it deserves. It's better whenever it sets. So if you're going to have it in the afternoon or in the evening, make it in the morning. Let it rest. And then heat it back up. It's even good cold.
Oh, yes.
Like, not like refrigerator cold, but
room temperature.
Room temperature, yes. Look at us.
You know, you could even make this the night before.
Oh, yeah.
And then when you're going to a party, just stick it in the oven for 10 to 15 minutes and let it warm up.
It will only get better with time. It really does. So now we are going to let it sit here and chill out for at least 20-30 minutes.
If not sooner, then we'll try it.
If we can contain ourselves. For us, it's a lazy Sunday. We went to church. We had brunch we made. So we're just kind of hanging out, watching TV. So let's see if we can keep our little hands off of it. Especially him. Okay, me too.
Okay.
We'll be back.
Bye.
No! He stepped on Louie. Did you? Okay, you guys, we did it. We waited 30 minutes, and now it's time to taste test. Look at that. Okay.
Look at that stringy cheese. Smells so good.
Good thing we added the cheese. It was Parmesan cheese also. I don't know if we mentioned that. So let's try this. All right, guys, let's try this. You go first because you're my guest today.
So, tell us what we're going to be eating with these.
So I actually made these yesterday. Didn't get it on tape. Jared was at work. This right here is a sausage ball made with almond flour and breakfast sausage.
Habanero jack cheese
and just some other seasonings. Mine that I'm going to be trying today is almost the same version, but mine is made with bacon and made with coconut flour because I'm allergic to almonds and I don't like breakfast sausage. So it's all his.
More for me.
So maybe one day we can make that for y'all.
So if y'all would like to see her and I make those on this channel, give us a thumbs up and a comment and let us know. So I'm going to try this. I can't wait. So I'm going to use my sausage ball, put some of it on here.
Just use your hands.
Caveman status.
Hey, go ahead. What do you think? Sounds so good.
Oh man. That dip is fantastic. So much flavor. Like we said, the longer it sits, the better it gets. And that is for sure.
Yeah.
So let's see what she thinks of this.
I'm a lady, so I'm gonna use my little tiny spoon. First, I'm gonna try it. I'm not talking bad about you. I'm just going to try it first by itself. Yes, that is my favorite dip. It is so good, so creamy, so delicious, and it even has vegetables, so it's healthy, right? We used to eat these with Fritos, with Tostito chips, corn chips.
Hawaiian bread roll.
Best with the bread roll. Homemade bread we've done before, but since we've been doing our low carb keto, we're sticking with this. Tonight, actually, we're gonna try a new recipe I saw on either Facebook or Pinterest, where you get a zucchini and you fill it with the spinach artichoke dip, then wrap it in bacon.
Oh yeah.
So if we do that, we'll definitely get it on video. He's also gonna try a different little recipe.
Yeah. We're also gonna make some chicken tenders, and I don't know if we're gonna grill them or we're just gonna bake them.
Yeah.
But I tried the other day making a almond flour hamburger bread. I tell you what, it turned out really good, and this would go good on there. So I'm thinking I'm gonna do some of that chicken, throw some of this spinach dip on there, make me a little sandwich. Be killer.
Yes.
So
Me.
if y'all would like to see more of this, hit that like button, subscribe to this channel, and like I said, if you want to see her and I teaming up together, doing some more cooking in the house, or eventually maybe I'll teach her how to do some smoking outside on my gator pit.
That would be exciting.
Like I said, maybe.
If
But,
he can teach me, then he can definitely teach y'all. But
so I hope y'all enjoyed it. Enjoy your Sunday. Remember, like, subscribe, and tell your friends Frack Daddy Barbecue can cook with Melissa.
Bye.
Bye.